Hello guys, Ben here. Today I'm covering a subject that I'm sure anyone that watches my channel, which is a very short and few amount, would like to know is, am I getting the new WWE 2K? The only answer I can really give you is hopefully. I may not get it straight away this time, like I usually do. Because if you know me, you know I've kind of lost passion for WWE and 2K in general. I don't play it anymore. I'm sure I can get back into it. It's just, this video, I just wanted to start the video off by, answering a question that maybe some people might end up asking me. People that I know or people that have known me. Because I'm not the worst player in the world, I'm pretty good in my opinion. But, the real thing I wanted to talk about was, will I be joining any more leagues? The answer I have for that is, all I can say is maybe. Because, I'm going to be honest, other than 2K, I don't really have much to post on this channel anymore. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm stopping YouTube or anything. But I am also doing my own voice acting projects now. So I have a lot of other stuff to do. Now, I do want to carry on playing 2K. Because even if I don't feel that passionate about it anymore, I love the games. Even if the games are rubbish. I mean, everyone knows that 2K, they're not the best at making sports games or games in general. The odd occasion, every year they make a good game, which is a fucking surprise. But I guess I don't feel as passionate as being in leagues anymore. It's like every league I'm in, it just ends. People aren't committed to leagues as much as they used to be. And all the leagues are just the same. People go in unprepared. They don't make and no offense, but no one really wants to join my league, so I just kind of lose passion for them anyway. And if LK, he knows if he's watching who I mean. If LK is watching this, then he probably knows why some of the reasons I'm about to bring to light is why I don't really feel as passionate about being in leagues anymore. People don't know how to be good GMs anymore. I'm just going to go out and say it right now. No one knows how to be a good GM anymore. GMs are meant to uphold, a standard. They're meant to sort of have that level of respect that people look up to, I don't see that in any GMs and leagues anymore. It's like I go into a league and the GMs are cursing their members and all that shit. I know members can be dickheads and they can be haters, but a GM is meant to he's meant to take that shit. He's meant to take the insults. Just suspend them, fire them. You don't bloody lash out back at them because I know it doesn't paint a good image for yourself as a GM. People are going to hate you in leagues. And if okay, here comes the story time. Come on. Woo! I want to start by saying this. This is not going to be a rant on LK. This is just a little story time. When I was technically working in our CPW, those are the fucking funnest times in my WWE 2K gaming career. I'm doing the bunny quotations right now, career, because it's not really a career. It's more just a little bit of fun. But I'm not gonna lie, those are the funnest times I've had in leagues. The only problem I didn't have was okay. The problem I had was okay. Was because it's like I'd do all this shit for this person, right? I'd offer to maybe help him get some more members. I'd offer to, help him make a banner. And he just treated everyone like shit. And it was weird because it was kind of like he was a good GM, but he wasn't at the same time. There was times where he'd just treat people like shit, and there was times when he would be the nicest dude you'd know, the nicest dude to talk to. It's like Daniel. Hey, if you're watching this video, hey Daniel 2000, go on, Daniel Bryan 2000. He'll tell you, I tried to get Daniel in on one of his leagues, like Jesus bloody. Okay, it was like, okay, let me try to do a little bit. He has a bit of a lisp, so yeah, he's the most toxic person I've ever met. He's like, you know, he's totally not a cool person. Somewhere along the lines of that. Jesus Christ. I don't know how I get complaints from my neighbors. I can hear kids screaming or whatever. But yeah, he was just like a dirtbag. That's probably the only way I can describe him. Even the people that were closest to him, like, would say the same thing, because, you know, he wasn't grateful for anything. He was kind of spoiled. I think he kind of everything was so over dramatic to him. It's like I would try to make a point, he'd go for the Aquaman style on me, start saying, "It's for the greater good. It's because I'm Batman." He wouldn't exactly say that, but think of like a superhero monologue. He'd go on monologuing about everything, and it was just annoying because I tried to have a serious conversation with this guy, and he turned into bloody Batman or something. And it was just like, yo, take some stuff seriously in your life, mate. Even like, and it was also like I said, I tried to be serious with this guy. It was just impossible, and I don't know. It was also very weird working with LK because he would pick favorites a lot. He would also pick himself as the favorite, which was kind of annoying. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. I would never say that because I've been beaten loads of times. Man, I tried to go back to playing WWE the other week. Man, I sucked. I got beat by everyone. Like, but I'm just saying, like, back then I was a bloody gangster. I knew how to kick out pins. I mean, I was an OG as Kane. I mean, people could agree. I was pretty damn good as Kane, you know? Like, Kane was my guy. But, I mean, it was just weird because, like, okay, I don't mind people picking people over me, but he would pick himself over everyone else. He would give himself all the title shots, all the good storylines. He'd do everything for himself. He was a very selfish person, and I mean, I used to like when I first met him, I was looking up to this guy. I was looking up to him because he was a wrestler, you know, amateur wrestler, and I was like, at the time I was like, I want to be a wrestler, you know, this guy's pretty cool. But I mean, as the years went on, you know, I think I know him for like a maximum of 2 years, maybe less. But it was just so bizarre working with him because, you know, the only person he would ever really pick over himself was a person called SMD Random. Now, I still have the utmost respect for Random, even though we did kind of have a little bit of an argument like a year ago. And we haven't really talked since. If he does so happen to watch this video, then shout out. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel or anything, but you know. Ugh. But he was a cool dude. Other than the argument we had, like, we got along swell. Like, he didn't make fun of me, or he didn't, you know, talk shit. But man, he was a bit of LK's bitch a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, he was also a bit of a copycat at first, because he legit copied the Aleister Klein look and everything. I mean, he made Vincent Stevens into his own character eventually, you know, like at the start of 2K19. But, you know, he was a bit of a copycat at first. He had his own gimmick, which didn't copy mine, which was good. But, you know, he did kind of copy the look a little bit. The only thing that was different was he didn't have tattoos and he didn't have the beard. That was the only difference. Everything else, Aleister Klein. But I still respected him. He was a good player. He was probably one of the best rivalries I've ever had in a league. No offense to anyone I've had a rivalry before. You've all been amazing. But he was the best. He was the best. Like, because there was an actual story with it. You know, he wasn't the best actor or anything. But, you know, he was still fun to work with. I wouldn't call him an awful actor. I'd just say he wasn't, you know, because usually with acting, it requires you to kind of like, you know, you need to be good at promos. He wasn't the best at promos. I was probably the weakest thing about him was that he couldn't really, shoot a good promo. Okay, I'll give it to him. He always know how to shoot a good promo. Nah, he was the best. But I mean, like I said, he was so biased. He was just like, I would help him a lot. I even set him up with communities and stuff. But he'd never be grateful towards me. It was either, he'd be grateful to random, everyone else except me. Because once I tried to have a conversation with him saying, like, I said I was different from everyone else, he went straight to the whole, well, so how are you different from everyone else? Were you trying to say you're better than everyone? I didn't even get to finish the sentence. What I meant was I had a unique gimmick. The bloody painter, I had a unique gimmick. I thought I wasn't being, drove in the direction I really wanted him to be in. Let's be honest here. Every time I had earned a title shot, this guy would put himself in the title matches. It's like he could never just like piss off. Like, yo, what happened to earning your own title matches? Like, what happened to climbing up the way to success? That concept didn't strike his mind. He just always gave himself these title shots. But back to the main subject, I will join leagues if you want me to. But I'm just saying, guys, that you need to get your shit together. Like, really, it's like, learn how to run a league properly. Like, make rules. Get more than just one GM. Get like a chairman or something. That's all I have to say. Bye.